Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. Good to finally be back on here talking about Manchester City as well. The international break, I actually went to the England-Ireland game at weekend. I enjoyed it. I have got some hospitality tickets there through a business of mine that I very rarely use. You know, I usually send clients and that, but I thought, do you know what? It's England v Ireland, the home nation game. I'm going to go. So I took a friend of mine and we went down there and we enjoyed it, to be fair. First half was a bit dour, bit slow, a bit boring. But second half, England turned it on a little bit, obviously with the helping of the sending off. And we got the victory. 5-0. The Irish were sent packing. Cheerio. Good to see Kyle Walker get a few minutes. It was good to see Rico Lewis get a rest. This international break, I think a few of our players have played. Kovacic, Guardiola, etc. Erling Haaland's been on fire. He's got 2 hat-tricks in 2 games. Just shows you what you can do when you actually pass him the ball. But I think everyone's coming back fit and we're looking like we're ready to go. We've got Spurs at weekend. But last night, I was invited by Manchester City to attend the premiere of the new documentary called Together, 4 in a row. Went down there last night. Paul Dickov was there. Mike Summerby was there. Esteemed Company was there. Emily Brobin was there. You know, the usual people, Natalie Pike, etc. All the directors were there. A lot of supporters were there who won competitions and been invited and that. So it was good. The trophies were there. And all I can say is it was a really, really good documentary. It's shown a side to Pep Guardiola that I think a lot of people wouldn't see. I'm not going to spoil it. It is now available on City Plus. So if you subscribe, I feel like tonight you can watch it. So yeah, it should be on there. I think my internet's moving mad here at the minute, but it's snowing like mad around me. Anyway, go and watch it. You will see that. Well, I think a lot of people forget that last season we were in a similar sort of patch. We lost 3 games on the bounce. We were drawing to Palace. We were conceding late goals to Liverpool and teams like that, and we didn't look confident. And then we went to the World Club Cup in Saudi Arabia, and it was like a reset. And all of a sudden, we came back with this different hunger and desire. But it shows you how Pep was struggling at times to motivate the players. It shows you how the players were struggling at times because they didn't believe in themselves. And it shows you how the club has to change. Even people like Khaldoon going onto the training pitch and saying to Pep, like, it feels flat. There's something different about you today. What's going on? And, you know, and it just shows you how many people in this football club have got the finger on the pulse, that nobody lets standards drop or slip. And there's some very emotional parts in this documentary with well, I'm not even going to tell you about it, but there's some emotional parts in there. There's some very dark parts where you can see players who are struggling with injuries. Kevin De Bruyne trying to get back to fitness, Haaland trying to get back to fitness, Grealish struggling with injuries, etc. So it just shows you a side to the football team that we don't get to see, you know, and I really appreciated it. And then while we were sat in the cinema, the news that we all wanted broke. Just let me have a drink of this, please. Somebody said, are you drinking Baileys in the morning? This isn't Baileys, this is cappuccino, unsweetened. You know what I mean? I don't know how I got drinking this, but I like it. The news broke that Pep Joseph Guardiola had signed a new deal. Now, this is so unbelievable news for Manchester City. Just at the time when we're going through a little mini crisis and people's heads are falling off. Oh, Pep's going to leave, Haaland's going to leave, etc., etc. Well, he ain't leaving. He signed the deal 1 year with another option of another year. I mean, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's got to get this into the players now. Do you know what I mean? The players have got to realise that, right, the gaffer's staying. We've got to be on it. You know what I mean? So if that won't give the players a lift, then I don't think anything will. That has got to give us a lift as fans. I know Saturday against Spurs, there's a massive display for Rodri with a Ballon d'Or. Even watching that last night, yeah, seeing Rodri lift the Ballon d'Or, a Manchester City player lifting the Ballon d'Or, it's an unbelievable achievement. It's something that's growing up as a kid watching football that I probably never would thought would happen. But at the end of the day, it's one of them things, and it's Rodri, and he's like, you know, he is what he is. He's unbelievable, and to get that Ballon d'Or, bring it back to Manchester, come out on the pitch at weekend, celebrate with the fans is going to be fantastic. And like I said, there's going to be a big display on the pitch, I've been told. So get to your seats a little bit early. I remember George Weah signing for Man City, and he won a Ballon d'Or, and you know, he didn't win it with us, but we were still buzzing off it. So that was a good achievement. But at the end of the day, the word reset was used in this documentary, and I feel like that's what we need to do. We've not had the greatest start to the season. We've done that before. We still find ourselves second. We're 5 off Liverpool. And we've got 3 or 4 big games coming up now where we need to get back on the trail. We need to beat Nottingham Forest. We need to beat Tottenham. Yeah, and we need to go to Anfield and get a result. And at the end of the day, if we do that, this 4 defeats in a row thing will be forgotten about. We'll beat Feyenoord at home. And then all of a sudden, you know, oh, Man City are back. Oh, Man City, yeah, I feel like Man City and that. We're just going through a patch at the minute where people have been waiting years to have a little kick. That's all it is. So at the end of the day, we're taking it on the chin. But we've got to get behind the boys at weekend. We've got to get behind the lads at weekend. If there's going to be a reset, we need to make sure we reset as well as fans. We need to make sure we decide, right, okay, let's go for it now. Let's get behind them. Starting with Saturday. There's no better motivation than seeing Rodri walking out on that pitch with no crutches, with a Ballon d'Or, and getting the fans behind him. Big banner on the pitch, Rodri and all that. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do. That's what we're about. And get the result. That's what we got to do. But Pep Guardiola signing a new deal. And I'm being told that Erling Haaland, the deal that he's been presented with is fantastic. It feels like Haaland's happy with the club. I've been told he's buying a big house in Manchester. He's got a baby on the way. I feel like he's trying to settle down. And there's nowhere better in the world to go for Haaland. You know, players aim for Real Madrid. You look at Real Madrid now, they've got Mbappe, Vinicius, etc. Everyone thought they were going to blow everybody away. But they're not doing that. They're struggling in certain games. They're not as good as they think they are. Haaland goes there. You know, he's fighting with all them big names. At Manchester City, he'll never be loved more at a football club than he's loved here. That's my opinion. Everyone loves him here. He's a superstar. You know what I mean? The fans absolutely love him. And if he signs a deal, well, all them haters who are talking about, oh, 115 charges, what are you going to do when you're relegated? Well, what we're going to do when we're relegated is this. We're playing Erling Haaland up front in League One, yeah? And we've got Pep as the coach. That's all you need to know. Don't worry about us, yeah? Don't worry about us. We've got our 20-goal-a-season marksman ready for League One, yeah? Going to sign the deal. Don't worry about it. No clause in the contracts about if you get relegated to getting off. No one's got any of them clauses, yeah? So people just need to relax, yeah? Rival fans need to relax. I know it's been a long time. I know you've been waiting to stick the boot in at Man City. Well, you've had a little bit of fun. 4 in a row. You've lost 4 in a row and all that. That's fine. But at the end of the day, with the news of Pep signing, I feel like we're back. We're back at the top table. But I'll still say it, January is a very, very important month for us as a club. I feel like with Pep committing now, future players coming in can realise, okay, Pep's staying, I'll go there and play there. You know what I mean? If Pep's not staying, you're not going to sign for a manager and then he's going to get off. You might find yourself, you know, not in the team. The new manager might not like you, etc., etc. So I get that. But January is important. Go out there, Manchester City, make a statement signing. Go and blow the doors off somewhere. Grip someone you want. Pull him in now in January where the world goes, fucking hell, City, man. We've poked the bear here. They've gone and had a reaction. That is what we need to do. That is what we need to do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Kevin De Bruyne has been training. Foden's been away. John Stones has been away. So I feel like these players have benefited from this international break. I feel like these players have had this couple of week buffer now where, you know what I mean, they can get fitter and fitter. So I'm expecting us to be a lot different. Tottenham have had a kick in the bollocks. They got beat off Ipswich at home. They're going to be read the right act off their manager, so they've got a point to prove. They're going to come to the Etihad, and they're going to be different. So let's not kid ourselves. They've had good results at the Etihad over the years. Do you know what I mean? We just got to do what we do. Let's get back to basics. Let's start defending well. Let's start keeping the ball. Let's start getting chances for the big fella up front, and let's start putting people to bed at the Etihad proper. Not 3-2, not 1-0. Someone needs a good slapping, yeah, for what we've been getting. And that's what I feel like we've got to do. But we've got to increase the tempo. Get behind the boys from minute one. That South Stand's got to be bouncing. I know it's fucking freezing. Yeah. I know it's snowing and all that shit. Let's get behind the boys this weekend proper. You know what I mean? Fuck what anyone else says. Oh, Man City is struggling. They're not the same team and all that. We've been here before. We've all been there in our mind. Even in the treble season, we had them doubts. Not 1-1 at Forest. Oh, God, we're dropping points here, there and everywhere. We're never going to do it. We went and won the treble. It's because we believed. The chemistry from the players and the fans was together. We believed. Don't let it drift in. You know, one day there will be a drop-off. There will be. But we've got to accept that. We're a football team. You know what I mean? Nobody wins forever. You know? You don't go through a season without making mistakes. You don't. But it's how you learn from the mistakes. That's the problem. It's how you learn from it. It's how you bounce back. It's how you get that performance level from here to here, consistently to here. That's what we need to do. And we've done that in previous seasons, and I think we'll do it again. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Pep deal. You know what I mean? I had somebody message me this morning saying, I think it's a bad idea, Steve. Pep's obviously declining, and we need somebody else in. And I'm thinking, these people are mad. These people are mad. Go watch that documentary tonight on City Plus and tell us if we're declining. Go and tell me if this guy's declining. This guy's a workhorse, 100%, 24 hours a day, non-stop. Boom, 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 boom. Demanding success, demanding a level of performance. You see it. If you don't get to this level, you ain't playing. If you don't smile in training, you ain't playing. If you don't listen to his instructions, you ain't playing. This is the level he demands. And the 4 in a row, people feel that, you know, getting 4 in a row is easy. It's not easy. You know, and Ferran Soriano last night, he said, we walk around the corridors at the Etihad and we see the trophies. The 3 trophies was there, the Charity Shield, the Premier League and the World Club Cup. They say we walk around and we look at them trophies every day. And they're part of the furniture at Manchester City. We walk past them, oh, there's the Premier League again. There's the World Club Cup again. There's the FA Cup again. And he said, sometimes we take it for granted. He said, do you know how many clubs in the world or in England would love to have that Premier League around their building? Do you know how many teams in England would die to have the FA Cup in their building? Do you know how many teams fans would give everything to just see their team lift one of them trophies? And he's right. He's right. That's the levels we've got to as a football club now that we take it for granted. Them trophies were sat there last night. Everyone just walked past them. Everyone's had the picture with them 6 or 7 times. But I always get my picture with it. I always do, because I understand that this is not going to last forever. And I understand that you've got to be on it. You know what I mean? But this is the level of this football club that we're used to. This is the credit to these owners that he's brought us to this level. So we ain't dropping now, people. We ain't dropping now. The levels ain't dropping now. So at the end of the day, we're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on fighting. Our leader, our legend, has signed the deal. He's at the front of it. So we're all behind Pep. We're going to go now. Season starts now. The season starts now. Tottenham at home, the reset. This is what we're going to do this weekend. Get to the Etihad. Get the kids there. Get them wrapped up. Get the bobby hats on. Get the scarf on. Get in the stadium early. 5:10. Rodri, Ballon d'Or. Boom. straight from the off. Get behind the lads and let's get 3 points. 3 points is all it's about weekend. 3 points. Back on the horse. Anyway, people, the internet's moving mad in here. It's snowing. I've got builders in. So if this is a bit up and down internet-wise, I'm so sorry. But listen, people, good to be back. Please like the stream. Please follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And thanks for the support. I'll see you all down at the Etihad at weekend. If you see me there, come and say hello. Always get people say, "Oh, see you, Steve, didn't want to mither. You ain't mithering me. I'm at the game. You want to come and talk football? We'll talk football." So anyway, people, good to be back. Pep signed a new deal. Haaland next. Remember, the reset starts Saturday. Come on, City.